Every time you answer, it's on me, not on you.
I know. It's alright.
And then when you ask questions, it's on you, but then when you answer, it's like in my face and I'm not doing anything. And they're just looking at my face going like this.
That's true. I'll do it. I'll do it on the next one. What is good, folks, and welcome to another episode of The Real Satoshi Aoki. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to my lovely wife here, Karina, and we're going to be discussing a few specific points related to crypto.com specifically. And in this video, I am going to be doing my first $20 worth of BTC giveaway. I am aware that $20 is not a lot of money, but I am in the early stages of the channel, so I can't afford to give any more at this stage. However, do bear in mind that because I am in the early stages, I have not got a huge amount of subscribers. I don't have a lot of views, so it means for you out there, if you do take the time to enter, you will have more chance of winning that $20. And all you need to do is comment at the end of this video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The question that I will be asking for the video, I will be leaving at the end of the video, so do make sure you watch all the way to the end. You can still enjoy this one. Use the bilateral. A little bit of background on my lovely wife, Karina. She is a cryptocurrency trader as well as a Forex trader. She does have some experience in the financial markets. We do have a very similar mindset, so we are very lucky on that front. So we do have a lot of interesting talking points together. On top of that, she is a plant-based nutritionist and chef, as well as a yoga instructor. She does have a YouTube channel which does focus on wellness and yoga and nutrition. It is in the early stages. If you do want to check that out, if you are interested in any of those topics, then I will leave a link for her channel in the description. Please take your time to subscribe to her channel as well. It would mean a lot to me as well as it would to her. And on top of that as well, she's also thinking about potentially starting a technical analysis channel sometime in the future. Okay, so let's get on with the first question of the interview. Karina, what do you believe the price of Bitcoin will be on New Year's Eve in 2020?
That's very soon. New Year's Eve is approaching in about a few months and time flies. So will Bitcoin get to 20,000? I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes and I don't want to say no, but I believe it's definitely going to be higher than where it's at the moment. So possibly going towards the 16, 18, maybe 20. Don't believe it's going to go beyond that, but I don't think anybody really has the answer to that, to be honest. Stop it.
What?
That's the most fake laugh.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I agree. Nobody probably has the exact answer. As for myself, I would probably say, like I said in March, around 20K. All right, so the next question is going to be regarding crypto.com now specifically. So I'm going to be talking about the cards. You did start off like me with the ruby red card, and now you have upgraded to the indigo card. I know that you do have some regrets about the color choice. You would have preferred to go with the jade green, and that's fine. Now, it was about $1,600 US at today's price of Crow to actually be able to get that card. Do you think it's worth it, and what do you see as the value being in that card?
So I believe that my decision when it came to upgrading was purely emotional. And I think I've got my heart set on the pink card just because it's pretty. But is it worth it? It really depends on how much you spend, because you are getting an extra 1% from the upgrade. So are you out buying a lot of stuff? For me, it actually isn't that much worth it, because it also depends whether you are holding anything on crypto earn, because of course your profits would, what's it called, your rewards, because your reward percentages is going to go up a little bit on there. So if you're holding a lot of money in crypto earn and you do tend to spend a lot of money, then it could be worth it for you. It wasn't really worth it that much for me. I think for me it was more like, okay, if I get the next one up, then I'm very close to the pink one, and yeah, that was that. It was purely an emotional choice, and but I don't regret it. I think it's still worth holding that amount of CRO. I believe the price of CRO is still going to go up despite everything that has happened. It's probably not going to go up as quickly as as it was going up before because of everything that's happened, but I think it's still a good investment to have.
Yeah, look, it's definitely some interesting talking points there about the card. So thank you for that. Now, the next question I do have for you, Karina, is what do you think about the MCO to CRO swap in a nutshell?
I totally understand why they did this swap, and I think from where they stand, it's best to have just one coin under their brand. So it didn't really bother me. MCO wasn't really moving as much anyways. It was like more like a stable coin, or it was going down as well sometimes. So I'd rather have all of my money in a coin that's going to go up. So I actually don't mind the swap.
Yeah, look, thank you for that. I think you're absolutely right. I think that, it was a bit harsh on MCO holders in the early stages because obviously there was more of a limited supply on MCO. So they were expecting the price of MCO to shoot up in price over time. And now they're left with a coin with 100 billion market cap, which, for a lot of people isn't a great thing. I can see the concern there, but I think, on the whole, for the longevity of the company, hopefully it turns out to be the right decision. Okay, Karina, so the next question, if you were Chris Marszalek, the CEO of crypto.com in Hong Kong, what would be the one area that you would invest financially on improving the overall business of crypto.com? Quite specifically with this answer, if you can.
While their Telegram is very, very good, you can get a lot of answers on Telegram. The customer support on Telegram is amazing. I believe they definitely need to improve the customer support on the chat. It takes them way too long to get back. So as we see with Amazon, their customer service, I just hear from everybody around me that their customer service is great, and I believe that is one of the reasons the company is doing so good. The customer is always right. That is something that the most successful businesses actually do live by. But I don't see crypto.com really living by that motto as much.
I agree.
So I believe that if they could just get a bit better at the customer service, also when it comes to resolving the issue, sometimes they go around, they do many roundabouts just to get to a solution that isn't satisfactory for the client. So if they can avoid doing that and just, if they're going to have a tiny loss of $20 and the customer is going to be happy, then they might as well invest their money there. Just making clients a little bit happier with their customer service. And if they need to invest in that, then I think that would be a good area to invest in.
Yeah, look, to be honest with you, I actually can't agree more. So me and Karina have had this interesting dynamic going on where a lot of her customer service experience hasn't been the best. She has found value, I think, on the whole out of the service, but there have definitely been some areas that have been a little bit more challenging for you versus me. I've actually made a few videos on areas where I believe they've actually treated me quite well on the whole with the customer service front. But I mean, the simple fact that I'm getting the good service and she isn't is just a bit of a sign that there is that imbalance there. And as you mentioned with Amazon, across the board, you're going to get more or less that that same level of service across the board, no matter which customer service representative you do have. So, and I agree with you, that is just a massive point that I do think they need to fix up, and I have made videos on that as well before. All right, Karina, just a couple more questions to go. So this, for me personally, is a big area of concern, more for the long-term investment of crypto.com. I have spoken about this a little bit before in my videos. It's the 100 billion total supply of the Crow token. How do you feel about that 100 billion supply, considering it is a lot in comparison to Bitcoin itself being only 21 million, and versus other altcoins as well that are certainly much lower in total supply? And also on top of that, the fact that crypto.com are able to manipulate that up to, I think they've only released around 30 to 40% of their total supply, which is in circulating supply. So again, for me, it's a bit of an area of concern, but it would be interesting to hear your brief take on that as well.
Yes, that is also a concern for myself, considering the fact that some altcoins are less known and are already $3 US, $10 US, $20 US, and CRO is going to struggle to hit those levels because of this. And also the fact that, it can be manipulated and all of that is a bit of a red flag. I currently have a 6-month stake on the exchange, which I believe once the stake is over, I'm going to release all of that money and not stake anymore with crypto.com just because of this reason alone.
Yeah, look, you know what, you make a really good point, and myself as well, I also have, as you know, a 6-month stake with crypto.com, and depending on what the price is doing, I guess at the time, I can say for certain that I'll be releasing probably at this stage at least 50% as well. So yeah, it's something really important that does need to be considered.
I think it's all relative to how the company is performing 6 months from now. So of course we did the MCO swap and we got pulled into the stake again for 6 months. So the question, I think, is more, what has the company achieved in these next 6 months, and whether we feel comfortable with holding that amount of money, because we do have a lot of money on the exchange at the moment. So it's whether we still feel comfortable with holding that amount of money, because of course the returns are great. Yeah. Another thing is, are we going to be trading on the exchange? Because we were holding that money so that we could participate in the syndicates, and now you need to be trading on the exchange at least $5,000 per month in order to participate in the syndicates. So it really depends on where are we going to be 6 months from now. Are we going to be actually using their exchange for trading, and is it going to be worth it?
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to have the upgraded card by then, and we'll be staking another 6 months to get the card and still getting, maybe it's about 18% instead of 20. So that could be also something to consider. So if the company is doing really well and we're not trading on the exchange, then maybe I might upgrade and get that fashionable pink card and hold the stake for another 6 months, which it right now it feels very scary. Because the company is just, at the moment, it's making some interesting decisions. So it'd be, looking at the situation 6 months from now and seeing what feels more comfortable then, of course, yes.
Yeah, I think that's an accurate answer for sure. Yeah, great. All right, Karina, last question for the day. What are the top 3 services of crypto.com that you have used? And if you can, just order them briefly, starting from the best one and going down to the second best and the third best. Okay, so I know we didn't want to come out and do this video and just talk all about the positives of crypto.com. We are both not, I know I talk a lot about crypto.com in my videos, but I'm not associated with crypto.com. There's no sponsorship or anything like that. We are just two average individuals using the services, and we want to bring to you the honest review, opinions and feedback of the positives and negatives of their services. And I know there have been a little bit of, well, some negatives in this video, but that's fine. We want to bring it to you raw, how it really is. And so, but yeah, just finishing on a positive note though, top 3 best services within the crypto.com ecosystem and why. So that can include anything on the exchange or the app, or yeah, just in general, anything to do with crypto.com.
Okay, so I'm not sure I can give this in order of preference, but I can certainly name 3. The first one that comes to mind is CryptoPay. We've been using CryptoPay. We use it at Sainsbury's, which is a supermarket here in the UK, and we've used it for things like Uber Eats and Just Eat, which are food delivery services. Where during lockdown we have been actually ordering out a little bit more than usual. Who knows why? But we've been getting 20% discount on our food. You do need to have a little stake. I'm not sure what the stake is now because it was an MCO at the time. So yeah, some CRO would be staked for that, but it's not a lot. So on the CryptoPay, they've got all types of different services. They've got different shops. They've got you can buy clothing and all type of things. I don't know if it's, I think it's going to be different in each country, but that is one of the things. The second one was obviously having a lot of money on the exchange. Getting 20% paid out daily into my CRO account was actually quite nice. So yeah, and you can put that straight onto your card and you can spend the money right away, which makes it feel like you're just getting free stuff the whole time when you spend that money. So that's really good. And then number 3, syndicates. I was enjoying the syndicates, but I wasn't trading on the exchange. So now I'm not enjoying them anymore because I'm not getting them. But hopefully, well, who knows? I might end up trading on their exchange because the volume isn't much. It's just $5,000 that you need to be trading per month. So it's not hard to do that. So those are the main 3 reasons I was using the app and the 3 things that I like the most.
Alright folks, so if you're still sticking around, then I really do appreciate you. For anyone that is new here, I am Earl and this is my lovely wife Karina. Now, for whoever has stayed on till the end of the video, the question of the day is going to be a question that I did ask Karina during this video. It is, if you were Chris Marszalek, the CEO of crypto.com, and you had an unlimited supply of finances, what area would you invest in the crypto.com business for the longevity of the company and ultimately a positive impact for all of our investments, well, all of us that are invested in crypto.com for the long term. As I mentioned at the start of the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the video, leave the answer to that question in the comment section below. And in one of next week's videos, I will be drawing a raffle out with the name and I will be contacting that person and I will be showing that whole process in one of the consecutive videos to follow that, and I'll be making the $20 payment of Bitcoin into that person's account. So it'll only take you just a few seconds and it'll just support the overall cryptocurrency community and myself on the whole. So yeah folks, thanks for sticking around for the whole video and we'll see you next time. Cheers guys.